What it do, bruh? Talk of the town, Nintendo, Doc Trey, still holding it down, still make the best games, and you know this, bro. It's the truth. You don't like it, you can have that seatbelt.
Alright, so I feel like this is becoming a thing. And this is getting kind of silly at this point. So we know what's been happening with the backlash that Digital Foundry has been having regarding the Nintendo Switch 2. Some of the assumptions that they made about the Switch 2, they ended up being wrong. How they repeatedly still try to say, Switch 2 is PS4 level experience. Even though they're getting massive backlash, trust me. They're getting a lot of backlash on this. But for some reason, they're still keeping it up. And it's kind of strange to me. So, like I'm showing you here before, they had before, is 1080p too much for Switch 2? And then now today is Star Wars Outlaws too big for Switch 2? Now, they've made one of these videos like this before, actually. I'm sure a lot of people forgot about in the past with Mortal Kombat 1. And it said it's Mortal Kombat 1, too big for Switch, but stunning on PS5 and Xbox Series X and S. Now, everybody remembers what happened with Mortal Kombat 1 on the Switch. It launched unfinished, and it launched with a bug that made the textures not fully load. People thought I was damage controlling. Oh no, it's just because the Switch is crap. I said, dude, this is obviously a texture freaking bug, and that's what it turned out to be. Now, what's interesting about this is that they made a video back then saying Mortal Kombat 1 too big for Switch. But then they later made a video, is it really possible to fix the Switch version? Now here's what's crazy. The Switch version, for the most part, actually did get fixed, and it looks dramatically better than what they showed in their first video when the game launched. It looks dramatically better and loads way faster. And I even asked back then, I was like, I asked directly, I was like, so you guys gonna do a video covering the update, considering you asked if it was actually, you made a video asking if it was going to be possible to fix it. And guess what? They didn't. But neither did any of the other media. Nobody did. Everybody crapped on this version of the game. They fixed it, and no one covered it. But I knew that was going to happen. But anyway, that game, even still, it launched in that bad state. But this game isn't even out yet. And they're telling you that, this game may be too big for Switch 2 based on literally like 6 seconds of footage from an unfinished game that they've literally told you this game won't even come out until September. So what are we doing here? Why are we saying what will and won't run on a system that isn't out, on a game that isn't finished, based on 5 to 6 seconds of footage of a game that isn't a launch game? It's not coming out for 5 months. Like, what are we doing here? And then even trying to guess based on the pixel count or the resolution. How are you pixel counting the resolution on this? It's not even the full screen. It's just some it's just some footage that they mapped onto a fake Switch 2 in the middle of the screen, and you're pixel counting that. It's like, talk about not learning your lesson and not reading the room. I don't know. I just thought that was crazy. Like, it just seems to me now that since everyone was getting on them about these PlayStation 4 comparisons, it seems that now they are going to, from now on, probably go out of their way to find things wrong with Switch 2 versions of stuff and be like, see? That's obviously a PlayStation 4 level texture there. You see that at 58 seconds? That's clearly PS4. I think people got on them so much that that's where they're at now. They're gonna try to prove that they're right. They're wrong, but they're gonna try to prove that they're right somehow. Like, oh yeah, you see that? Oh, you missed it. Wait, rewind, pause. Clearly, PS4. That's clearly a PS4 experience. As long as you pause it right here.